Welcome to Chef Debbie's Kitchen, where today we're going to make something that got triggered by a special visitor here at my house. In fact, it's my uncle of my cousin. Of my very first video I made in this kitchen was for my cousin, Cindy, and I made the gnocchis. Well, today I have my uncle here visiting, all the way from the south. And so I picked his brain a little bit. You know, it wasn't really hard. I didn't have to twist his arm off. He said, sure, I'll come. And I says, what's a good recipe that is a memory for you that you'd like to make? What do you make? Because he's a cook. So, well, he's more a builder, a creator, but he cooks, and he's got memories with it. So he said, pasta fagioli. I don't know if I said that right. He'll let you know, though. So I said, okay. Would you like to make pasta fagioli? So I got all of the ingredients ready. We're going to do a little twist on the pasta part. I decided, because he said he likes elbow, I thought, well, is it all right if we use whole wheat? He said, sure, absolutely. So we're going to do a little twist on our Italian pasta fagioli with our whole wheat noodles. And so now I think I need to bring my uncle up. You're probably wondering, what's he look like? Where is he? Well, my Uncle Tony started out from taking bananas off a train with the big vines, to photography, to building houses. And so today, I want to bring Uncle Tony, come up here, and he's going to help me make his memorable meal called, what's it called, Uncle?
Pasta fagioli.
Doesn't he say that really nice? That's because he's really Italian.
I got to make a correction though.
Oh, brother, already.
You said that you didn't have to twist my arm to get me to come up here. Well, she did twist my arm. She twisted it so hard that I can hardly move it. Yeah, this is how high I can reach it. Lift it. Before I was able to reach way up like this, but now I can only go like that. So she did twist my arm to do it.
Break it off, because did you see him go like that, everybody?
No, did I really?
Uh-huh. He's not a liar, really. He just likes to joke around a lot. All right, so
okay, what are
I
we
have
gonna
a
do,
question
Debbie?
for you.
Okay, go ahead.
I want to know, because all of my foods and when I do my thing in the kitchen, it's around memories. Okay? Mm-hmm. Every food dish that I have made that I present has a memory. I want to know, what is your earliest memory with pasta fagioli? Can you tell me?
Sure. Back on the farm, I was just a young kid, you know, and I had a sister, two sisters, and we would always work out in the field with my mother. And she would also work along with us as well. And you know, when a woman has to work, she doesn't have much time to cook.
Yep.
So we would always have kind of fast foods at supper time. And it doesn't take much to make pasta fagioli. So maybe one day we might have pasta fagioli, which is pasta and beans. And perhaps another time we'll have pasta fagioli, which is pasta and peas.
Yeah.
And then we would have pasta lenticchie, which is pasta and lentils. So these are all fast food dishes that you might be able to make as well. And they're all basically what we are going to do here today with Debbie. And I'll try to help her, you know.
If I can get a word in.
I got to help her, you know. She really can't do a lot of these things.
No, I can't.
Okay, Debbie.
Okay, but today you're going to help me make which one of the one? Fagioli, lenticchie, or pizzelle?
Pasta fagioli.
Okay, all right.
Let's go.
So that is what we're making today. Italian pasta fagioli. And okay, what we're going to do is probably turn our little burner on.
Right.
That'd be good?
That's right. First step.
All right. Now the first thing in, we've got some diced fire roasted tomatoes, and I like organic, so I bought the organic. Can I put these in there now?
Yes, you may.
Oh, good. I can put these in.
He
doesn't want to spill.
There are many different types of tomatoes that you can buy with different flavors to them, but I like the fire roasted ones.
I I do too. When you said that, that's what I like. We're very similar. Scary, but
Except
okay.
I'm a man and she's a woman.
Oh, jeez, Uncle Tony. All right, so we're gonna put some water, right? Do we want, now normally, all right, we're gonna say a 28-ounce can of tomatoes, and we're gonna put what, a half a can?
Half a can, 14 ounces of water.
Okay.
And you can buy the tomatoes in small cans, and you could mix them. You could buy one type and then buy another type and then mix them all together. As long as together you have 28 ounces of tomatoes.
Okay, and just a 14-ounce can of water. So what other ingredients do I put in next? I've got some basil, parsley, and I've got some garlic powder. Do I need to put them in any order?
No, just put them in there.
Can I crush them?
You can do what you like.
This is what I like to do. Is that okay?
Yeah,
you don't
can
do
always add your personal touch to whatever you cook. And if you like to crush them, go right ahead and do it.
Thank you.
Maybe I'll do that.
See? Do you know why I do this?
Why do you do it?
I believe it wakes up the crushed herb a little bit. Kind of brings the aroma.
Right. Now what you have done was put 2 tablespoons of parsley.
No, actually that was basil. That was a tablespoon of basil.
Oh, that was the basil. Now that's the parsley. But you didn't tell them how much of what, so
they're going to have to go on my website for the details, but you can tell them.
All right, I'll tell them. That's 2 tablespoons of parsley and 1 tablespoon of basil.
Correct.
To add in there. And now you tell them how much you have.
1 teaspoon of garlic powder.
Right, 1 teaspoon. Or you could use granulated garlic, or if you're like some people that I know, you can use fresh garlic.
Yeah, we like the powder. I mean, I use a lot of garlic, but I'll tell you, it's so much easier just sometimes to get some good powder, and I like to get the organic. Okay, so now we got to put a little pepper. Can I just do the pepper?
Yeah, season to taste.
To taste.
If you don't like a lot of pepper, don't put a lot. If you like it real hot, put more.
And we can have salt, right?
And the same thing in salt, depending upon what your doctor tells you.
Okay, we're not going to put too much salt there. All right, now I got an oil can.
Yeah, good old olive oil. Yes,
how much do I put? I got a tablespoon.
Put in 2 tablespoons of olive oil.
1.
You know, if you're an Italian, nothing tastes as good except the olive oil and the garlic.
There you go.
Yep.
And that
olive oil
is
and garlic.
The truth. Now, I think we needed another liquid here because another ingredient was our red kidney beans, right, Uncle?
That's right.
And
a 14-ounce can of red kidney beans.
And you told me to drain, right? We want the juice to go in there now, correct?
Right. Put the juice in now, but wait later on the beans because you don't want the beans to break up.
Yeah.
If you cook it too long, the beans begin to fall apart.
Yeah.
So
we don't want
unless
more.
you like beans that way.
Okay. Because some people, the Mexicans, you know how they have refried beans?
How?
Those are crushed beans. And that's a nice Mexican. See, you probably didn't know that, did you?
Well, every cook has a certain thing they like to emphasize, a certain way they like to have their food come out. So you put your character into what you cook.
Absolutely. Did you hear that? I like it. All right, now, is this it now? What do we do now?
This is the first part of it, and this needs to be stewed for at least an hour and a half. The longer you cook it, the more the ingredients that you put in there, the seasonings, become permeated into the rest of the sauce.
You know what I call it?
What do you call it?
They marry.
Be married?
They marry each other.
Oh, they marry each other.
It's like a marriage.
Oh, I see.
Isn't that cute?
Yeah, that's a nice expression.
Okay, now it's starting to
You can say also, like corporations, they merge.
They merge, that's correct. Okay. I know where that's coming from.
Oh, you do?
Yes.
That's a secret.
That's a secret. Okay, we watched a wonderful CD together. Okay, so it started to boil. Now I should simmer it, Uncle Tony?
Yeah.
With the cover on?
Turn it, leave the cover on because you want to keep as much of the fluids in there. If you take the cover off, it'll kind of dry up. And it all depends again how you like things. Now when we finish, it might be too thick for you, then you could add a little bit more fluid to it.
Okay.
Or if you like it real thick, then then eat it as it comes.
Okay, so you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna let it do its work.
Okay,
And
well,
we're gonna come back for part 2 when we add beans. We've got our can of kidney beans, and we're gonna add our pasta, but we're gonna let this simmer and all marry together for an hour. Merge, not marry. It's
yeah,
an M.
I'm the one who's doing the cooking.
Watch your finger.
So you have to use my terms.
We're gonna let them all merge for how long? An hour and a half?
At least an hour and a half. As I said, if you want to become even more cooked, where they would merge.
More flavorful,
yeah,
right?
and more flavorful,
Okay.
then cook it longer.
Okay, we will come back to see part 2.
Okay.
All right, well, we've had our pasta fagioli simmering for 1.5 hours, okay? So now, remember we put in diced tomatoes, we
Right.
put in parsley, basil, garlic, oil, salt, pepper, and now we're putting in some,
The pasta.
I'm gonna put the heat up just a wee bit, right?
And you can use various types of pasta, but the smaller the better.
Okay, so we bought the small elbow whole wheat,
macaroni.
and we're gonna
And
put
now the red kidney beans.
yum. Oh, you should smell this. Oh, that smells wonderful with all those herbs in there. So now we're gonna let this cook for another.
Another half hour, 45 minutes, depending upon how you like your pasta. That'll be the gauge as to how long you'll keep it in. If you
Okay.
like it firm, then take it out in probably half an hour. If you like it softer, then leave it in for a little longer until you like it.
So generally, we're gonna simmer it for at least 30 minutes. I also wanted to draw your attention here to other whole wheat pastas you can use. I've got the little rotinis, I think, and those are the penne. They're really small. If you want to choose to put a variety of pastas, go ahead and do it. We chose to do elbow for this one because this is traditional.
That's my preference.
And that's what it's all about, is the memories
That's
of
right.
Uncle Tony's pasta fagioli. So we're gonna let this simmer and we'll be back to taste it. Anything else?
I'm waiting for the time to taste it.
Okay. Pasta fagioli. Pasta fagioli, boy.
Fagioli.
And look at that. And we want to put a little bit of our Pecorino Romano cheese. You got to have it. It's Italian. You got to add that extra dimension of flavor, right?
That's right. That's right.
He says, don't forget the cheese.
Yeah. And if you wanted a little bit more liquid than that, at the beginning just add a little bit more water. But I like it in this fashion here.
Because it's more like a stew. See, it's like a stew.
Shall we try it?
Yeah, don't burn yourself. This is
okay.
really hot.
Here we go.
Oh
Good.
my.
Good. You did very well on this.
Yes,
Debbie.
we did. This is luscious. I wish you could taste it.
Yeah, something good about this type of a meal is that you can prepare part of it ahead of time, and just at the end, just add your pasta and beans at the end, and you'll have it fast. And it is also delicious the next day too. Mm-hmm. Yep.
So it's
a good
meal
leftover.
for leftovers.
Right.
Oh, that's delicious. So if you want this wonderful recipe that my uncle all the way from the south came up, go on my website at
Yes, I didn't come and visit you, Debbie. I came to make this for them.
That's right. Did you hear the truth? He didn't come to visit me. We had a great time together, my uncle and I. And you can get our recipe, my uncle's recipe, on memorablefoodish.com. Ciao, ciao. Enjoy.